There is a constant seeking of chances for gaining different advantages with the array of military vehicles that are fielded, especially those countries which have an abundance of important resources. Though it's not a proud moment to be living in a world where military weapons of mass destruction and nuclear warheads are an important part of the country, we cannot unsee the different beasts used by the military. Not only do they look completely different, but have amazing different facilities too. The vehicle's ability to steer clear of detection on the battlefield makes them completely stand out. Won't we all agree that some of the military vehicle designs and weaponry boggle our minds? In this video, we will have a look at the top 10 of the most insane military vehicles in the world and see what makes each of them unusual. Crusher. These military vehicles came out in exact monster truck style. It is 6,000 kg or 13,200 pounds. Crusher is an autonomous unmanned ground combat vehicle, which means it does not have any driving controls and uses a video game controller to navigate. It is an off-road vehicle developed by researchers. Crusher has an extremely unique structure that makes it possible for it to go anywhere, be it wooded slopes, rocky creek beds, rough terrains, or even vertical walls that stand 4 feet high or above. The Crusher can turn 180 degrees in place, along with the ability to carry 8,000 pounds of tactical gear. When the Crusher is on the move, it takes the easiest and fastest available route, so if a gorge is encountered which is more than 6 feet deep, it will find a way to get past it. This vehicle is used for dangerous missions and is not considered to be safe for even soldiers. Currently, there has been no interest shown in putting the Crusher back into use anytime soon. However, the people behind it have realized the potential benefit of using an unmanned vehicle based on Crusher. It could be used for medical evacuation purposes that would benefit wounded soldiers to get immediate help. M104 Wolverine. The M104 Wolverine is exceptionally built and has handy machinery. This M104 is an armored vehicle which is designed for providing deployable bridge capabilities which help armies pass through various water bodies. The Wolverine passes all tests of survivability and mobility. Additionally, the Wolverine has features of an advanced communications package that is designed to keeping it in contact with local field commanders. The U.S. Army has received 44 Wolverines out of the 465 originally planned. They limited their production because of budget costs, but have reserved the right to start production again whenever they require it. The M104 Wolverines placed the M60 AVLB as they were found to be too slow to keep up with the M1 Abrams. Fennec. This military vehicle has selectable 2- or 4-wheel drive developed for the German and Royal Netherlands armies. The Fennec has an engine of Deutz diesel that produces 179 kilowatts, which gives it the ability to drive at a top speed of 115 kilometers per hour. The driver from inside the vehicle can regulate the tire pressure to suit terrain conditions. An extendable mast on the Fennec holds a mounted observation package as a piece of primary equipment for missions. It also consists of a thermal imager, a laser rangefinder, and a daytime camera. The Dutch reconnaissance version has a 12.7mm machine gun, which was used in the fight against the Taliban in Afghanistan. Caspian Sea Monster. The Caspian Sea Monster was an informal name for the Korabel market, which was initially an experimental ground effect vehicle that was developed in the 1960s in the Soviet Union. It came into operation in 1966 and was tested continuously by the Soviet Navy when it crashed into the Caspian Sea in 1980. This heavy vehicle was undetectable to many radar systems because it flew below the minimum altitude of detection. The wingspan of the KM was 123 feet and had a length of 320 feet. The maximum takeoff weight was around 544 metric tons and was designed in such a way that it could be flown at an altitude of 16 to 33 feet to achieve its ground effect. The maximum speed ever recorded of the KM was 404 miles per hour, 350 knots. M3 Amphibious Rig. This amphibious bridging vehicle is self-propelled and is used for projecting other vehicles and tanks across water obstructions. The M3 Amphibious Rig operates as a 4-wheeled vehicle that has a maximum road speed of 80 kilometers per hour. 2 huge aluminum pontoons are deployed, which unfolds them along the length of its basic structure before driving the M3 into the water. The M3 Amphibious Rig was used during Britain's military operations in the Iraq War, Operation Telic. They were, however, withdrawn in 2011 after helping squadrons advance on Basra, a city in Iraq. BVS-10 Viking. This military vehicle is named Viking because it was originally designed for the British Royal Marines. It went under several trials and development programs from 2001 to 2004. It is the version that is unarmored of the BV's 10 Viking, which has a new cabin. It can carry up to 8 tons of cargo with a speed of about 65 kilometers per hour. BV's 10 Viking is currently being tendered by the Canadian to purchase 100 vehicles from delivery from 2029 to 2030. The U.S. government has placed an order for 136 Beowulf models, which is to be delivered by 2029, and Germany has ordered 140 more of the Viking. Navy LCAC. LCAC, or Landing Craft Air Cushion, is an air cushion landing craft class that was used by the Navy of the U.S. Navy and the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force. This high-speed, over-the-beach, fully amphibious landing craft is used for transporting weapon systems, cargo, equipment, and soldiers from their ship to the shore and across the beach. It has the capability of carrying 60 to 75 tons of payload. While conventional landing crafts can reach only 15% of the world's coastlines, the LCAC can reach more than 70%. The U.S. Navy is, however, replacing it with the ship-to-shore connector. CV-90-120 T-Ghost. The CV-90-120 T-Ghost is a Swedish tank that is known for the high-tech and powerful camouflage technology it uses, called adaptive. The vehicle is so good at camouflaging that it disappears completely from the thermal imaging systems of enemies. That earned it the name Ghost. It has a low-recoil 120mm compact tank gun in a turret mounted on a CV-90 hull. It also has a coaxial 7.62mm machine gun as its secondary weapon. The maximum road speed attained by the Ghost is 44 mph and has a range of over 370 miles. The tank is still operational, and new improvements are continuously being made to its adaptive technology. Jahannam Launcher. The Jahannam Launcher, also known as the Jubaria Defense Systems Multiple Cradle Launcher, is a multiple rocket launcher of the United Arab Emirates Army. It is the world's most insane and largest rocket artillery because it can fire up to 240 rockets at a rate of 2 per second. The rockets that go into the tube are 107 millimeters and have a maximum range of 11 kilometers. It also has a dedicated resupply vehicle with a full set of reloads. They are fitted in 2 cranes, each taking approximately 30 minutes to reload 2 of the rocket launchers. The massive artillery system requires 3 crew members to operate. The crew members are seated inside a protected cab that can withstand small arms fire and artillery shell splinters. It also has an NBC protection system. The Jubaria can launch missiles even when the truck engine is turned off thanks to its auxiliary power unit. Cougar 6x6 MRAP. The Cougar 6x6 MRAP was manufactured by General Dynamics Land Systems. The feature that makes this advanced ballistic and blast-protected vehicle so special is its proven combat survivability. It is so reliable that even after taking a massive hit, it can be deployed again within a few minutes for command and control, EOD, reconnaissance, or medical evacuation operations. In Iraq and Afghanistan, the Cougar 6x6 MRAP survived multiple IED and landmine explosions. It can take 10 fully equipped passengers, and with its high occupant survival rate, the passengers can be taken to or evacuated from the battlefield safely and efficiently. It has a top speed of 65 mph and a commendable range of 350 miles.